All right, we are back and live with the upgraded equipment. How do I look? How do I sound? Are you guys okay with the quality? Let me know. I am ready to do our show. Welcome back. Looks like we got 3 people waiting in the chat. Let's get ready to go live here on Instagram as well. And let's handle our intro. Jacob, what up, dude? Had a good time with you last night. Killed it in karaoke. Interview with the Man. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 6, the final installment of the origin stories of yours truly. So let's just put this on origin story episode. That's good enough. All right, 7 people in the house, 1 like. I am digging it. I like what I see. Let's call this. Oops. Wait for a little bit. A few more folks to come on in. Oh, 8 people. I am feeling like a fucking celebrity. 8 people. I do it for 1. I do it for 1. Ooh, we're at 9 now. How do you guys like this setup? How's this angle? How does it make you feel? Adjust this light. These lights look a bit better. Oh, I look good. We are getting there slowly, but surely it is going to happen. I feel so weird looking up here. Eventually I'll get to a point where I'll find out. I'll find my perfect rhythm. I just feel so weird looking into this thing and talking instead of looking at the screen. So how's everybody's weekend? Very nice episode of the Red Man group we had on YouTube. Unfortunately, there was no call-ins, but we had a great panel. All 6 or 7 super, yeah, it was 7 like ultra cool guys. Rolo Tomasi, Rich, Socrates was there. Elliot Hulse, that's a big name. Elliot Hulse is huge that he joined us, actually. Elliot Hulse was actually, if you go to his YouTube, or excuse me, if you go to Elliot Hulse's Instagram, he actually reposted my feminism post and picture, which is pretty cool. It's like a picture of a lady in a kitchen, basically talking about how feminism just tricked women into thinking they were oppressed for staying at home cooking, and now they're really oppressed by being enslaved to corporations. But that's a whole other story. All right, well, we got 8 people here. A little bit of a mistake of mine. I was telling everybody that the show is at 9 a.m. Eastern, but I messed up with the time zones. It's actually 8 a.m. right now in the Eastern time zone, but I did make a quick adjustment. And yeah, we'll see what's going on. John Shore, welcome. Let's see, Uncle Sander, indeed, morning, evening, all. Thank you for coming. Trophy Dolphin, what's up? What up, dude? What up? Oh my God, Miyahiro from Mie Prefecture in Japan is here. Miyahiro-san, konbanwa. Genki desu ka? Ine. Surfing Pikachu says, in your interview with Kyle Trouble on Dating Abroad podcast, you talked more about Korea and Korean people. Can you talk more about your experiences? Sure, I'll give you a little. Actually, today's episode will tie into a trip that I had to make to Korea. I've been to Korea twice. Korean women are very difficult. Korean women are probably the most Americanized women in Asia, and they're very materialistic, very judgmental, but that can be given you an advantage. I know guys that go to clubs in Korea and they just buy a Ferrari or a BMW key, right? And then they just go to the bar, put the key on the bar top next to their drink. They're drinking and they're like, oh yeah, it's my Ferrari. I'm like, yeah, I work for Samsung or whatever. And the girls buy into it. And the the night goes along, the girls come with the guy, and then at the end of the night, the guy's like, "Oh, I'm too drunk to drive my car. I don't want to crash it. Let's just go to a love hotel." And they bang the girl, and then in the morning, she's like, "Where's your Ferrari?" He's like, "I gotta go." So, yeah, it's pretty funny. Stronger Than God is in the Instagram chat, and he's giving me a lot of hearts. So thank you. You are stronger than God. Miyahiro says, thank you for remember my information. Of course, mochiron mondai nai, Miyahiro-san. Robert Allen, Toronto women are brutal, the worst. Yeah, Roosh talks about them. He says they are pretty bad. I've never been to Canada. There is nothing for me in Canada. Why am I going to go to Canada? I'm American. I already won. TD Hendo, what up? TD Hendo was making fun of me on my Tokyo bike time. He's saying I was out of breath, which I was. I was going up a long, steep hill. And all right, we've got 17 people in the house, 5 likes. If you guys can smash that like button, it helps your boy out in the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you're watching this on the replay. I would love to continue to provide content for you. As you guys know, this is only a temporary thing. These will not be permanently available due to the draconian-like censorship policies of Silicon Valley. So if anybody from YouTube is watching, they're building platforms around this. So get ready for competition. But in the meantime, guys, I have to just, YouTube has this crazy thing called community guidelines. And basically, it's very vague terms that you must agree to that are very subjective. So basically, the person who is authorizing my account or overseeing my account on YouTube, they could just be having a bad day and decide they don't like my mustache, which, what a retard. They can just say something that I don't, or just even I said the word retard. Maybe it's oh my God, this guy is misogynist, or he hates retards or whatever, and then they can just ban me. So these things are going to be temporary and more like degenerate guidelines. That's right. So yeah, these are just temporary, but let me ask you guys a quick poll before we get started. How would you guys feel if I did the show 6 or 7 days a week? Would you watch it on the weekends? Obviously, I would never be on at the same time the Red Man Group is on, but I would either be on the Red Man Group or doing the post show with Donovan and or Steve the Dean. But let me know, what do you guys think? Would you watch me 6 or 7 days a week? Robert Allen says yes with all caps locks and 3 exclamation points. Content is amazing and cutting edge. Uncle Sanders says, hell yeah, baby. All right. Well, we're looking positive. The question is, would you get burned out? Jacob, why are you such a fucking cool guy? I don't think I'd get burned out because I just think it would be good. Might be too early for me on the weekends. Yeah, because you are in California, so the time zones are differently. Oh, we got some gentlemen in the Instagram saying, yeah. Guys, in Instagram, if you could pop on over to YouTube, that would just make everything a lot better. So if you just go to YouTube and search Modern Space Life Space Dating right here. On Instagram, my finger has to go here, but on YouTube, it goes here. Modern Life Dating. You can find me. Mutar, my friend. Mutar is the man. Mutar, can you guys, all you guys just come over? Come to YouTube. Come to YouTube. Come over to YouTube and smash that like button. All right, here we go. We're gonna get started. So, in the last story, Omar, Conk, what up? So I want to tell you guys something really crazy. So you guys remember last story, I told you that I went back to the United States. I was there for the Trump presidency. I was helping with the campaigning online. And not officially, but I was just campaigning my fucking ass off on Facebook. Every avenue of social media, I was just like, Trump. I went to the rallies, as you know. Turns out one of the guys who watches this show was at the Trump rally with me, and we both just did not know. He is from Florida. He's from Gainesville, and he went to the Trump rally in Ocala, and we were both in the fucking same Trump rally. How crazy is that? Man, the internet is unbelievable. Oh, Rainier, what up, dude? Rainier, I'm glad we had our consultation this week. Rainier is a cool guy. He's a little salsa guy. That's pretty cool. So let's jump right into it. We got 18 here on YouTube. Nobody on Instagram now, so it looks like they came over. Oh, Damien Mitrano hopped over from the gram. Thank you. They hella anti-Trump though. Well, anywhere near a university, you guys got to realize like universities are no longer sources of education for the most part. They're just propaganda machines. And anywhere near a university, they usually goes blue because the brainwashing is pretty fresh into people's minds. Thank God college participation and enrollment rates are dropping. Today's show is going to go as long as I need to like make it go. Today I just want to finish the origin story. So, oh God, it's disgusting. A majority, Conk says the vast majority of professors lean heavy left. That's because the vast majority of people are stupid. But hey, let's just focus on my mustache for one moment. Let's take a woosah. Sources of indoctrination and education by Wasted John. Once again, my audience is comprised of intelligent men. Every time, the majority of you guys in the audience I have spoken to on a consultation or stuff, and I know this is going to sound like I'm kissing your ass, but man, you guys are all smart people, and I'm not just saying that to patronize you, but it's really awesome to know that there are intelligent men out there on all corners of the earth. I mean, we got people in France, we got people in the UK, we got people here in Japan. That a new filter on the mic? Yeah, this is just a wind guard. So like when I blow, it does not like watching this. Oh, Christian Gonzalez, what up? But yeah, we got guys from all over the planet in this chat, and that's awesome. We are all brought together for our love of breast and vagina and Romania. All right, cool. I've been talking with Andrew Tate on the DMs. Hopefully one day I can have him on the show. That guy's a real gorilla pimp. Ernie, my man. Oh, I'm thrilled. 28 people. I really feel overwhelmed, guys. Okay, South Africa. I've been to Johannesburg. Australia. Jesus Christ, what an international bunch. It was just Jimmy S. What up? Australia. It was just Australia Day like the other day. 2019 year. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best, Robert. You know he's a millionaire and super busy. So, oh, but John, you have a good job. Oh, dude, Conk, I watched that entire thing this morning. I watched Rush Hour, guys. I know it's like against every like rule in like the internet marketing book, but I don't give a fuck. I'm here to help you guys. Watch Rush Hour, Roosh Hour by Rush V. You guys know Rush, and man, that shit is too woke. Like that that might hurt some feelings. That's some serious red pill shit he gives you out on there. Okay, all right. So I've been rambling. Let's go. It's been 13 minutes in. So as you know, I was in Florida. I was fed up. My little Japanese beauty came out to visit me. And I had realized that I just did not want to live the rest of my young man. Because when you're 30 and you're a man, if you take care of yourself, man, it is shooting fish in a barrel time. It's like playing a game on easy mode. It's fucking great. It was just like when she came, I just realized that I fucking could not spend the rest of my virile, like youthful years in Orlando. For me, it was just a shithole. I just don't like Orlando. And it's like when you live in an area for so long and when you leave from an area you've been in for like, at that time I'd been in Orlando for 13 years. And when you leave, you grow out of it, man. You change. It's like, a potted plant can only grow so big, right? And once you take it out of its plot, its roots expand and it grows even larger and larger. And to try and put that plant back in the pot is impossible. And, you know, in order to do it, you're going to have to kill the tree. You're going to have to cut off the roots and cram it back in there. But eventually it's going to outgrow that pot. So I just outgrew the pot that was Orlando. Everybody was doing the same thing. And some people may move to Orlando and it's their new pot. But for me, going to Tokyo, or, you know, I was in Saitama, which is a prefecture north of Tokyo. And prefectures are like counties in Japan. So I was there, and then I went to Hawaii, and I was like, you know, I've seen so much, and just to go home and see the same old folks doing the same old thing for the rest of their fucking life. People don't change in the hometowns, man. They just don't change. And I thought to myself, fuck no, fuck no. There's no way I'm going to do it. So I sold everything, sold the Cadillac CTS, sold all my belongings, sold it all, and said, fuck it, I'm going back to Japan, round 3. Because I wanted to complete my promise to myself of coming out here for 2 years consecutively. And really, well, it wasn't 2 years consecutively, it was just 2 years. But I just wanted to get back out here. I just wanted to get back unpacked. Back on my path. And so this is what the plan was, right? Pimp Daddy Caddy, thank you, Ernie. Mr. Park from Korea. What an international audience. I fucking love. We got 30 people in the chat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, Damon, you left Tampa. I love the casino in Tampa, Damon. I have done plenty of pharmaceutically indulged nights there. Oh, I remember I took some ecstasy or something with a friend of mine, and I went there and I played blackjack till like 4 a.m. and I made so much money, but I didn't cash out. Ended up just double. I went from like $200 all the way up to like $2,000, and then I lost all of it back down to $400. But it was just crazy. Jimmy asks, I was in Kabukicho for 3 weeks. I love Japanese girls, but a lot of them seem untouchable, excluding the usual gaijin hunters. Am I right, or is it my own limiting beliefs? It is your own limiting beliefs, sir. There is a certain way to talk to all women with all different countries. Every country has different norms, different language, different cultural traditions, and so you probably just don't know what you're doing. Other than Japan and Korea, where else in Asia did you visit? Says Surfing Pikachu. Is Korea really bad? I'm just a real snob. I'm a pickup snob. When you've had as much sex and as many women as I do, you just get really like fed up quickly with like just bullshit from girls. Like I don't deal with that. Like girl talks back to me or is disrespectful to me, I'm just like, well, you are fat and stupid and fuck you. I'm out. I just don't deal with it. Just don't deal with it. I refuse to. I've already had enough ass for like 3 lifetimes. So why am I going to sit here and just listen to some bitch mouth off to me, to speak disrespectfully to me? You know what I mean? What's the purpose of that? No, fuck that. Same thing with Korea. I mean, I hooked up with my first trip. I hooked up with a chick in Korea. She was 18. It was a good time. In the boonies. And she was a professional hell bag. It was a good time. It was really good. We had sex and pizza and sex. So at this, okay, I'm staying focused now. Okay. So I had bought the ticket to go to Japan. Phoebe, my Taiwanese babe, booked my friend booked my guest house for where I was going to live, which was the Roppongi district, the nightclub district of Japan. Roppongi in 6 trees, Roppongi. Google it, you'll understand, you'll see. Roppongi. I lived in Roppongi, the nightclub district, because I was so fed up with the United States. I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna go to the nightclub district, have a good old time, just enjoy my life, party, and go to Tokyo and just live my life, right? So I had moved back to Tokyo, and I knew I had to do what I had to do. The first hiccup was the pictures online versus the actual place that I was living were zenzen chigao, as the Japanese say. Super, super different. So when you're a foreigner in Japan. You cannot get your own place to live unless you have a Japanese person co-sign for you, right? So I had been duped into living into this place that was a fucking shithole. It was a Tokyo slum, and it is what it is though, because I was so fucking happy when I got there. I did not give a shit. It was a guest house, it was 8 floors of community living, and I'd lived in this same brand of guest houses in Osaka where I met the crazy bipolar girl, so I figured it would be okay. But this one was a disgusting shithole. However, I was very happy, super happy. I was in the nightclub district. I was back in Japan. I had money, I had my gym membership, and I had the determination to succeed. My plan initially, when I arrived to Japan, was to get into English teaching again as a way to supplement all my income, right? Teach English to pay for my income, and then get involved in the modeling and acting sphere heavily, right? So that was the plan. However, when I arrived at Japan, I had a friend of mine, no longer a friend. Guy did me kind of dirty, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I had a friend, and before I had left Japan the first time, I had gotten a job offer as a recruiter, and I turned it down to go to Hawaii. Company's really good company. So I'd given him a call, and he had already left the company, but he told me, we sat down to have coffee, and he said, listen, what you have to do is I want you to just go and join this company, join this recruitment company, and from there, train with them, work with them for 2 years, make a lot of money, and then come work for me, right? And this was, again, a diversion from my original plan, right? And he talked me into it. So I was desperate for a visa. So I immediately hit the road running. He put me in connection with a guy who could connect me to this company. And I sat down with the top guy from this company, and we hit it off immediately. This guy is the fucking coolest guy ever. Fucking super cool guy. Super, super cool. And just one of the boys. One of the nights that I got hired at the company, we went out, had company drinking all day. And then at night, we went to a strip club where he had such like prestige there that literally the Romanian bouncer, whose name is Daniel, cool guy, had all of the girls line up in front of us. And he's like, choose which girl you want to talk to. I was like, okay, cool. We did. We had a grand old time. It was a good time. So anyways, I decided to join this company. I went through a series of interviews, and they hired me. And then they began the visa process. And due to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, the screening for visas had become extremely strict. Japan already has like one of the strictest immigrations in the world, if not the strictest. But this time it was real strict. So my conundrum had been a new one. If you go to Japan, they issue you something as an American called a tourist visa. You're guaranteed 90 days, okay? 90 days, and then you have to get the fuck out of the country, or they arrest you, deport you, and you're banned from Japan forever. Like Chad Thunderbanner, ban assholes from the Red Man Group forever. Japan will ban your ass forever if you break their laws and or break their immigration policies. So I was really not digging it, and it was really tough to get this visa, and to the point that like my 90 days had come up, and I was freaking out, right? Because my 90 days were completely up. Chris, welcome. Talk about Australia Day earlier. You missed it. Met Chris in Roppongi. He's a cool guy. So my visa was like within 1 week of running up, and I was like, fuck. I'm gonna get deported. I'm gonna get sent back to the United States. Like, what the fuck is gonna happen to me? It was like super stressful. And I was just like, I had to like send in so much paperwork and do everything. And eventually I had to leave. So what people typically do, if you need a visa and your tourist visa rides out, people just make a quick trip to Korea. So I hopped on a plane, rang up my buddy who's in Korea, Jin, the man who choked out all his bullies in high school. I don't know if you guys heard that story, but that's a story for another time. But it was great. And so I went out to Korea. And then when I came back, I went to Korea, had a good time, went out drinking with my pal, did a little shopping, bought some stuff, came back. And at this time, it was about June-ish, about June. When I came back, Japanese immigration detained me. And here I am, like, in the airport being detained. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. That's it. My life's over. I was like, they're going to fucking put their rubber glove up my ass, and, I'm just going to be completely fucked. So what happened was, next, the guy came in and he was like, okay, you're good to go. We just had to double check some shit. I was like, God damn right, I'm American. This is good to go. I should be okay. So now I'm still playing the waiting game, and I'm running out of money, right? The good thing is that during this time, I had the Airbnb set up from Orlando. It was really successful. It was super host to that day, 5-star reviews in every category, like just smashing home runs. I was really fucking good about Airbnb, and that'll come into play in these in this story. Oh, Anthony the Dream Johnson, what is up, baby? Soap me up, daddy. Send me some of that soap over here in Japan, boy. Anyways, so I was in Japan, still waiting for the visa. Finally, like towards the end of July, the visa came through. And man, oh man, was it the biggest fucking source of relief ever. It completely really like raised the largest amount of stress out of my system. And now I was going to enter the Japanese corporate world. This company was awesome that I worked for. I had basically an unlimited expense account. We took taxis everywhere. I wore a suit to work every day. That's why I have all these suits. It truly was just amazing. It was a good time. It was a grind. You see, I became a recruiter, and initially I was working under one guy who was a Japanese guy, right? And so I was working with him, but he really just wasn't a good teacher. He's actually not that very smart. And it got to the point where we were just butting heads. I personally don't think he was that smart at all. Good guy. We're friends to this day. But, just two men. He was like a Japanese Chad. And he just didn't agree with me. The way he taught me was just really bad. And then the process with recruitment, it's all about being efficient with your time and getting people into jobs. Because Japan, they have a unique economical problem. They have more jobs and more money than they do people. So Japanese people can get a job pretty much for just existing. You need some specializations, of course, and these companies pay us a heavy recruiting fee. So we can charge up to 40%. That was the maximum contract, right? So 40% of these people's annual salary will be paid to my company. And it was up to me to sign anywhere between 25 to 40%, right? Standard was about 30. but 40 was the 40 was like when you're hitting home runs, right? So I'd started in the industrial department with this guy, but it didn't work out. Luckily, the guy that hired me was a British guy, and the other guy that hired me was this Italian guy. These guys are wild childs, party boys, just wild child corporate animals, much like myself. It was cool. It was cool. It was a good time, and I learned really how to work hard. I learned how to work hard, and I learned how to hustle even more than I knew before. It was calling people all day. Basically, you're calling people and trying to find people who don't have jobs and then convince them to change their jobs, which is a huge thing in Japan because most Japanese people work like one job their whole life. The newer generation, they work like 2 or 3, but it's like really, really bad. If you see a resume that has like 4, it's super bad. It's like really just a black eye on the resume, right? If they saw my fucking resume, they would fucking have a heart attack. I've worked like 20 jobs in my life. I'm an animal. So the job wasn't working with me and this guy. So then they switched me to another department, and they wanted me to build the healthcare department from scratch. And so me and this French guy, we did. And I was French guy was my teammate, and so it was just 2 of us. And Afi, what up? Welcome. And the French guy he's a cool guy. We're still friends to this day. He did something a little slimy, which I'll talk about later. But he's French. What can I say? Nobody's perfect. I punched a French guy in the face in Osaka for a reason. Maybe I should have punched him too. So yeah. So what happened was I was in this company. So I'd switched to the medical department from September. Okay. And this was Q4. So September, you have September, October, November, and December, right? It was middle of September I switched. And then Q4 is October, November, and December. Okay. And so what I had to do was build this thing from the ground up. So my hustling instance took over. And what I did was I went to the companies that didn't have a contract with us. And I remember one of the best things I did. I went to the company, they're called Right Medical. They do shoulder joint implants, right? And I called them, I pitched them, I met their director face to face, their HR director, and I told him like, hey, we're the #1 company in Japan. Because the company I worked for is like a Fortune 500 company in Japan. It's literally number 20 company in Japan. If you can look that up, you can figure out where I worked. Huge, awesome company. Like, show people your business card, it's panty dropper. Dudes are like, oh my God, how'd you get hired there? I'm Japanese. I've been Japanese my whole life, and I work at a fucking shitty company. You're American, foreigner. You come over here, you work in an amazing company. What the fuck? Right? So, all right, Colin, catch you later. So then I signed the president ended up calling me, and I signed them at 40%, right? So that's the maximum rate of the contract. And the boss in charge really liked it because I was really aggressive. Shocker there, right? I would always go for 40%, 40%, 40%, 40%. We're the best company in Japan. We're #1. And everything I did was ethical. And I delivered a quality product to these people. So I signed the president at 40%. Now it was up to me to find some other people for the positions they had, right? And then you have to put them through a series. These people go through a series of interviews, and finally they either make the offer or they reject them. I found a really cute Taiwanese girl, and she ended up taking the job because I got her the maximum allowable salary, which was $80,000 a year US. And this girl had close to 0 experience. I just negotiated the whole thing, right? So I was able to negotiate maximum contract payment from the company and then get them to hire an underqualified girl while paying her the maximum allowable salary. And the girl's with them to this day, and she's an awesome worker. I have a great sense of people, and I knew I could plug them together and make it happen. So come December, I had closed my first 2 deals. And the other one was a man from a company called Medtronic. I don't know if you guys know Medtronic, but Medtronic is, I believe they are the #1 medical device company in the world, if it's not Johnson & Johnson, but I'm pretty sure it's Medtronic. And I got him to go from Medtronic to another smaller company. I also got him a salary increase from $100,000 a year to $120,000 a year. So he was thrilled, and so was I, because I was able to achieve my target. With the recruitment industry, it's a very extreme grind. Long hours, it's a grind on your body. And one thing that I noticed, I didn't have any time to go after my dream, which is the modeling thing. In addition, you have to drink so much. And the recruitment industry in Tokyo is like, it's such a rager. It's like drink, 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 work, work, work. It's like the fucking Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not even joking. It's like pretty much like that. You got an unlimited expense account. There's always these company events, and it's like a fucking cult to an extent. And just rage, 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 rage. And the biggest thing that I didn't like is because I had to really filter myself. I'm a big fan of being real. I like real people, okay? I respect the man who looks me in my eye and says, I fucking hate your guts a jillion times more than I respect the man who looks in my eyes, shakes my hand, says one thing but feels another. That kind of person I fucking detest. I like the ones that are real, okay? One other thing was it's just surrounded by normies, just blue pills everywhere. And I was just like, oh my God, kill me. Please, God, just give me fucking cancer right now in the heart. Just murder me. And no offense to anybody who has cancer. So, I had that going for me in the fact that I was closing these deals, right? So come December, I had made the company $70,000 in 1 month, the month of December. And I, the guy who was passed off from one team, put on the youngest, most undeveloped team in the entire company. And out of all 85 salespeople in the month of December, your boy was number one. Number one in the entire company. 7 million yen, approximately $70,000 US. I was the champion. You goddamn right it was. However, at this point, I did not realize how bad corporations, fuck you. Keep in mind, I had made this $70,000 for the company completely on my own. No fucking handouts, no favors, no corporate strings. I went in there, I signed the contract from scratch. One other contract was already signed, but it was signed at like 35% for the man who came from Medtronic. And but I found that man through a referral in the company, and I convinced him to come in. And I remember he tried to cancel his interview, the first interview. And I was like, I just told him, I just let him know, like, dude, if you cancel, you're really going to fuck up my reputation. I highly recommend you don't cancel. Just go to the interview, see if you like it. This was at 6 o'clock in the morning while I was on the treadmill in Akasaka Anytime Fitness. He hits me back. Okay, I'll go. Goes to the interview, calls me, Mr. Jonathan, I am so happy I went to this interview. Thank you so much. I was like, you goddamn right. You goddamn right. You son of a bitch. So I had gotten people good jobs, increased their salary, increased the quality of their life. Both of these people are still working at these jobs to this day. Got a man $20,000 or more, and he was 52, which in Japan is like archaic to change jobs because they're just like, oh God, anybody over 35, you're gonna have trouble getting a new job. Okay, so this was all happening, and then one thing that you hear that, Ricer? So my coworker was a complete blue pill incel, literally, when I met him, right? And the guy from France, and I was just like, dude, how are you such a pussy? And every day I would come to work and be like, how are you such a pussy? And I just gave him a little, he had this goofy ass haircut. He was such a chode, and he didn't know how to talk to girls. He didn't know anything. And one night I took him out and I baptized him with fire. I was like, listen here, you fucking pussy. This is how you be a man. This is how you talk to girls, and you do it like this, 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 this. He had Tinder. I showed him exactly how to do it, and he did it. However, one night we went out, and there was a girl that was interested in me, and he pulled a very, very, very snake-like move and snuck off with her. Very snaky, super snaky, super snaky. And I don't play. If you're a man and you betray my loyalty once, done. You are done. Oh, Omar, he is a white guy from Paris. So there you go. But if you're a man and you do some shit like that, especially after I taught you everything, and you're going to do that to me, that really put a damper on my relationship with the guy. I just was like, I just don't deal with snakes, guys. Any of you fuckers in the chat betray me, or anybody in real life betrays me, you're lucky if I don't beat your ass. And then secondly, 100% it's game over. 100%, it's game over. So for me, it's not cool. Then came bonus time. And this was the straw that broketh the camel's back. Keep in mind, this job is so strenuous on me. I'm getting fatter. I don't have much time to work out. I'm putting on weight. I got my first gray hair from the stress. Because with recruitment, you always have a stress over your head. The only time you can escape the stress is when you go to sleep. And when you wake up, your mind is clear for like the first 5 minutes, and then boom, stress comes back. In addition to that, I had forsaken myself yet again. And it hurts my pride to say this as a man, but I'm just being honest with you guys, because I'm explaining my journey with you, explaining my story, and I did not go after my dream. The guy who introduced me to this company, who said that we were going to work together after 2 years, he would bring me into his company and make a ton of money. One night I was supposed to meet him, but I was out with the guys from my current company. And he was like, hey, I'm here waiting for you. Hurry up, come in. I was like, all right, well, I'm still with these people. I don't know when I could come. And then I guess he was under the assumption that I was coming, but I wasn't. And then he was like texting me. Then he got super pissed. And from that day, he never talked to me anymore. And that is some pure bitch assness. He too is a blue pill beta. So, beta's gonna beta. But I felt like a fool. They said I had steered from my path for somebody else, for somebody else's goals, who talked me into it. Then came bonus time. We had taken a company trip to Hawaii, all expense paid, which was nice. I jumped in a cage with a bunch of sharks. Maybe I can put that video up for you guys. I was swimming around. Mutar, my man, says you should punch him in the face. I should punch him in the face. I've considered it. I haven't seen him, luckily. I have not seen him. But, these things that happen to me, and again, guys, I don't say these things for you to feel sorry for me, okay? I don't say these things for you to feel sorry for me. For you to know my life, know where I've come from, and know what I've overcome. This is the man I am. I'm not just a guy teaching how to get laid on the internet. I'm a man who's lived a man's life, and I'm still very young. And, these are my experiences. And if I can overcome all this bullshit, still live a good life, and still hustle, still go after my dreams, you are without excuse. So let's continue. All expense trip paid to Hawaii. It's a good ass time. The hotel we stayed at. Aliens, I have no game and don't care. I don't believe you, Alien. I do not believe you. I believe Alien. I can tell you right off the bat, I know you're masturbating a lot and watching porn, so stop that. Pine says, I bid y'all a good evening. Gotta go. Pine, it is the morning and where you are. So what the fuck are you talking about? But thank you. Thank you. It is evening here in Tokyo. Maybe you are just an internationally minded man. Not going to stop. Well, I too have masturbated and looked at porn. And let me tell you, it leads nowhere. It leads nowhere to, at least nowhere at all. Just going to make you more lonely, more unhappy, more unfulfilled, and leave you really tired. The guys in the chat will tell you too. Valix saying literally nowhere good. Like wasted job. Look, all these guys chiming in. Do you think I paid all these guys to chime in and say that? I started this channel to help people. So I was going to tell you, it is what it is. Jason J says, one thing is certain in life. Someone is always fucking somebody. I wouldn't go that far because I'm not fucking you guys. But in the life is like, it's what is Cat Williams said? It's pimp or be pimped. Valak, where is my $5? Oh my God, it's funny. All right. So anyways, no fap 59 days at the moment. My life's completely altered. Awesome, dude. Gothic Panda 55. Sweet username. All right, guys. So we're at 45 minutes. And if you like my story, you like what's going on, please donate on streamlabs.com. I am spamming the chat right now. Just click on that link, send me a donation. Everything will be used. As you can see, I bought the mic stand, or the mic stand I bought with the last donation. This mic stand was $23. And I bought the camera stand, which is over here, which was $18. So all the money that you guys donated last month, it just gets reinvested into this business. I may pocket $10 or $15 to go have a nice dinner. Nice dinner on my fucking white trash standards. But where are you showing this? Yes, Chris, I'm on YouTube. Chris, awesome. Come join me, bro. Come join us. There's 30 people in the chat over here. Surprisingly, this show has taken off. On my standards, 30 people is a lot. I fucking love every single one of you guys watching me. I am thrilled. I was mentally prepared to do it for 5 people. The fact that I have 30 in here, I'm so goddamn happy. Got to go to the gym. Okay, Rainier, take care. Good luck. Good luck. You can catch us on the replay. But yeah, guys, hit me. Hit streamlabs.com/modern life dating channel. If you want to send me a donation, that will help get the show up and running. And so that would just help me out with everything. Also, the body language program is coming out on February 28th. Today, I have put the final touches on it. Just need to film one separate area, and it is good to go. I urge you that if you want to take the ultimate red pill, this body language program is so fucking in-depth. It's so in-depth, and I want to tell you that during the time that I was filming it, I was with a model. And one of the perks that are coming with the body language program is actually you can see the model throughout the filming grow increasingly attracted to me. I'm not even fucking joking. I know it sounds like I'm full of shit. But she started falling for me because we spent like 3 to 4 hours together. This body language program will teach you what's really on a girl's mind when you're on a date with her. And some of the gestures are for men as well, right? So you'll get 2 of the 76 genders. You'll learn how body language works for 2 of the 76 genders. So for all the men who are interested in that, this is going to cut your dating expenses in 50%. It's going to increase your closing rate, I would say, by 25%. Works for women all over the world. I am putting my heart and soul into this, and 100% I'm going to knock this thing out the park. If you want to get on my email list, the email list is on my Instagram, which is at Modern Life Dating, MODERNLIFEDATING. Modern Life Dating. Click the link in the bio and you can join my email list, which I give the realest of the real information because no censors on the email. No censors. I tell you, if you join my email list, your feelings might get hurt. But if your feelings get hurt, that is just more incentive for you to stay on the email list because you got some estrogen that you got to get out of your system. So streamlabs.com, hit me with the donation if you feel that this show is worthy. I appreciate every single dime that I receive, and it is invested back into the show immediately. David Wheeler says, glad I can make it. I appreciate your great content and information. Thank you. I appreciate your great donations. All of you guys who donated last week. Fitness Freak 777, my friend Eric has joined us. Eric has also donated to me. Eric is the man. Eric is really killing it in life. Eric fucking was squatting like 500 plus pounds the other day, or deadlifting. Crazy. I've never deadlifted 500 pounds in my life, so that is some gangster ass shit. That is the downside of game, is you don't need to be in peak shape when your game is razor sharp. So you kind of get a little lazy, but it's all good. So let's continue. Let's continue the story. So here I am. I had forsaken my dream of pursuing the modeling and acting because I got talked into the luxury of recruitment in Tokyo, how much money I was going to be making, all the prestige, all these things that obviously I should never trust a beta. Never trust a beta, right? That's what I get for trusting a beta. Shame on me for trusting humanity. But I digress. Excuse me. Jared, welcome. Jared Bear. Jared, come on over to YouTube. It is way cooler. All the cool kids are here on YouTube. So then bonus time came. I was hyped, ready to go on my all-expense paid trip to Hawaii. And bonus time came, and I was taken into a room, and they're like, well, Jonathan, congratulations. You made us 7 million Japanese yen, approximately 70,000 US dollars. We're so proud of you. We are going to give you a bonus. And are you ready for the bonus? And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm ready. I busted my ass. I literally did all of the work. I closed this shit from A to B. I had to go out with the nice little Taiwanese girl to dinner and emotionally comfort her into why this was a good choice, because it was. I don't do dirty deals. I don't do dirty sales. I don't do any of that. It's just I'm a very ethical man. I can't do it. I can't live with myself if I do that shit. So I was doing clean deals. I did it all by myself. I made the company $70,000 in one fucking month. I became the #1 salesman for the month of December. Okay. And they rewarded me with a commission of the grand total of only $6,500. And I just thought to myself, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be absolutely fucking joking me. I am sacrificing my health. I'm sacrificing my peace of mind. I am sacrificing my body. I've got a $5 donation. Fuck yes. Oh, Mr. Christopher just gave me a $5 donation. Thank you very much. BK from the Rockies, good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for popping all by. You guys be sure to be supporting Donovan Sharp tonight as well, because Donovan is the reason I'm doing all this. Why do you think I'm trying to look like him and do all his shit? Because Donovan runs the best red pill radio show on the internet. Donovan is so qualified in game. I can't even fucking express it. Donovan is the man. And he's the one who led me to making the body language program, because I thought everybody knew this body language shit. I thought that everybody knew this body language stuff. And apparently, because after I went on his show and did the body language stuff, I got so much feedback. And people are like, yo, you need to make a program. You need to make a program. My Instagram DMs lit up. And people are emailing me. And everybody's like, make the program. Please make the program. Please make the program. And I was like, whoa. You fuckers didn't know this? Couldn't believe it. John Shore says, with an engineering change I did in my company, I made them approximately $26 million. I got no change of salary or recognition promotion. And that is why the corporations lie. Like you can't trust them. Nothing in this day and age is common sense, my man, says Wasted John. Uncle says it. My uncle's a millionaire. Uncle said, he's from Trinidad. He says, boy, Jonathan, let me tell you something, boy. Common sense these days, not common, man. Love my uncle. My uncle actually lives, he made a lot of money and actually owns a lot of property in the United Kingdom, John Shore. He left from Trinidad and Tobago and he went to UK. He's a psychiatric nurse and he's seen a lot of shit. He helped me realize a lot of game as well. Uncle's pimp. Uncle's the man. I love my uncle. Anyways, back to the story. $6,500. Are you fucking kidding me? Yes, $5 from my man Omar in France. I am the richest man on YouTube. I'm going to take this money to buy cables because I need to buy some cables for the call-in feature. Because guys, don't forget, this is a call-in show. I am incrementally increasing the quality of this show. So the call-in feature will come. And for you guys that are skeptical of my consultation abilities, you can be a man and call in and we'll talk about your problems on air live. And I will prove to you my worthiness of your attention. Guaranteed. $6,500, $6,500 for 3 months of very, very, very hard work. Jonathan in VR soon. Oh, that's right, baby. I'm plugging you boys into the matrix, uploading into your conscious. I'm doing it right now. $6,500 for 3 months divided by 3 months. Okay. That's about $2,000 a month. Now, at this time, I was still running the Airbnb. And I had created such an amazing, effortless system for this Airbnb that I was net profiting $1,000 to $3,000 US completely from my cell phone across the world as I managed the property in Orlando, Florida. It was near Disney. I'm a marketing genius. I'm a logistics genius. And Japanese people teach you how to have the most obsequious customer service. Okay. Obsequious means extreme attention to detail. Absolutely extreme. I was a fucking genius at Airbnb. And I made it all from the comfort of my hand. And I just thought to myself, okay, so I just sacrificed my tons of money. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad you like the Trinidadian accent. I sacrificed my body. My hair was turning gray. Got one. It's gone now. Now that I got rid of the stress. And my social life was taking a hit. I was always stressed out. I was always on edge. I was drinking a lot because I was just in that atmosphere. And I was surrounded by blue pill normies who would try to make me feel like I was wrong for living my life the way I did. I'm like, you're the ones who are slaves. Guys on Instagram, there is 2 minutes left. It's going to shut down. Get on over to YouTube. Modern Life Dating. Search Modern Life Dating. You will see me on the YouTube search engine. You have 1 minute and 39 seconds. Go, go, go. Let me see who's on. I'm going to call you out. All right. Eric, Simon, Ernie, you guys got to get over to YouTube. Eric, why don't you on YouTube? You're technologically savvy. I need you over here, Eric. I need your like. So I thought to myself, oh my God, I just broke my damn back for this company. And I make more money in my Airbnb just doing this. Couple phone calls. Hey, did you break my shit? I'm going to have to charge your credit card. And fuck you too. Leave me 5-star review. Bye. That was it. And then here I am, busting my ass. For what? $2,000 a month? What? Are you joking me? $2,000? That's it? So the same feeling I got when I worked at Aon Hewitt, the exact same feeling I got was the same feeling I had felt again in Tokyo, that, I just had to get out. I had to get out. I want you to work for them as if you're grinding for your own business. Forget that shit. BK, you're the fucking man, bro? I should like went out there and hooked up with you when I was out in Denver. Could have had a beer or something. Here's what it is. Cultivate Crypto in the house. Big surprise coming with Mr. Cultivate Crypto for you guys. You will see soon. Very soon. Very, very, very soon. Cultivate Crypto is a great friend of mine who actually met at this organization I was working with. He was one of the non-normies. But you guys learn a lot more about him in the future. Stay tuned. So Instagram feed is down. So I don't even know why I'm making an announcement, because they can't see. Well, no, John, 28K is what they paid my company. I got 6,500. So anyways, I got that feeling again that I had in Aon Hewitt, if you watched my original part 1 show, right? And I got it in my chest. And my body, once my brain logically comes to a conclusion, it does not allow me to do anything else other than the right thing, okay? It does not let me. It's like you have to, the direction you need to go. You need to get out right now. So that was what I was struggling with. I just felt so bad because these people had given me a visa. At this time, I got a 5-year visa from them, which is so hard to get in Japan. Usually they give you 1 a year at a time. If you're lucky, 3. I was super lucky and got 5. I don't have to go deal with immigration, lawyers, none of that. It's great. So then that feeling was with me. My boss, my Italian boss, is a cool guy. To this day, I'm super cool with that guy. And he was really trained old school, like just like had this old school French guy that was real hard ass to him. It's just like hard ass, like just like really, really, really strict on him, and just like always was like talking shit, and was like, this way would motivate him to do better. So he thought this approach would work with me, because in the first quarter, I was just not doing good. The recruitment industry is like that. It's just up and downs. And I was in a new database. I had maybe like 300 people on our database, and probably like maybe 50 of them were good candidates. That's even a stretch, maybe 20. So here I am building their database from the ground up, signing contracts that are like 5 years long, 40%, and building up this company, building them, making these fuckers rich. So I just was sitting down one day and I said, okay, just a guy with a fucked up past, fucked up family, just, choking out my stepdad. Not even my stepdad, I don't even fucking call that asshole that. Guy who married my mom. Choking this dude out. If I'm able to come from all this shit, step into this corporate life, and within 3 months make $70,000 from a shit small little database, and become #1 salesman in the corporation in 3 months, I'm pretty sure I can do whatever I want. So I just, one day, the Italian guy was just talking shit. And you're just like, you're immature, you're unstable, you lack focus, you lack discipline, all these things. I was like, no, I don't. I lack this shit for you. Oh, just got $5 from Mr. Eric, Fitness Freak 777. Thank you. I'm a rich man. I'm gonna buy those cables ASAP. I gotta get on the phone call with Donovan. He's gonna tell me how to hook up that sorcery device over there. I don't even know how to fucking do this, but guys, thank you. I'm gonna try to get the call-ins figured out this week. Hopefully, I'm really gonna bust my ass. And we've got 37 viewers. That is an all-time high for Interview with the Man. all-time high. So I am thrilled. We have set records. And for any of you guys that want to get this arrived, if you want to donate, if you like what I'm doing, streamlabs.com/Modern Life Dating Channel. Every little bit helps. This is going to help get the call-in features better. And then hopefully this week, I'm going to really, like tomorrow, I've got a long day in Tokyo. I got to go from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But I'm going to try and get this call-in thing handled. All I need is some cords and maybe an adapter and an online membership to Blog Talk Radio. I'm going to try and have it done by tomorrow. If I get a $20 donation, I'll definitely have it done by tomorrow. I'll put it that way. And then we'll have call-ins forever. But anyway, so the Italian guy was just constantly pulling me in a room, and he just like talked shit to me. And he thought this was motivating me. And the only thing was motivating me to do was pick up a chair and fucking go full Royal Rumble on this motherfucker. I'm a man, okay? And any of you guys who've met me in real life, Cultivate Crypto's met me in real life. Cultivate Crypto's a good friend of mine here. Trophy Dolphin. Alex says, is there any way to donate without having to use PayPal? My PayPal account is currently locked out. You can just go through credit card. If you click on that link, streamlabs.com, if you click on it, you can just input your credit card information and it will allow you to do it automatically. You do not need PayPal with that. So you're good to go if you do it like that. And thank you. Thank you very much. So he was talking shit to me, and I'm a man. Cultivate Crypto has met me. Trophy Dolphin has met me in real life. And I respect all men that interact with me. I may talk shit to you in a playful way. I may call you pussy. If we're drinking, I may make fun of you. But it's just playful banter. But I'll never disrespect you as a man. And he was just doing that shit. And I just don't play. I don't like that. Like, I don't like being told that shit, especially when I've come from. I did so much for this fucking company. And that's the story. That's the story of corporations. You come back and you're like, I've done so much for you. I've done so much for you. Oh my God. It's kind of like with girls. Like, no matter what you do for corporation or girls, it's always like, what have you done for me right now? And if not, if you don't have your game right, they replace you without a single morsel of regret. So here I am getting berated by this man. And Trophy Dolphin, thank you very much. Plead the fifth on that. Key. So the man's, and it's like a daily thing. It's like I would be chatting. The way I make money is I have a good time. I crack jokes and I slam if I feel good, I perform good. But if it got to the point that I would be like talking with a coworker, and the Italian guy would look over and be like, hey, John, and like point at my screen. I was like, oh, do you want me to take the back of your head and smash it into the screen? Is that what that gesture means? Like smash your face into screen over and over again? Because I can arrange that. I wrestled in high school. I'm really strong. So, God bless him. The guy, I love the guy to death. I love the guy to death. I had some wild nights with that guy. One night we got so drunk, man. We got fucking wasted. Absolutely fucking wasted. We spent like he dropped like $450 on the tab. It was actually me, him, and Cultivate Crypto in the chat. And we got so fucking wasted. And he's such a funny guy. We had a good time. I was like, I'm not like malicious to this guy. Just like that little thing was bothering me. It was just compounding all the things, and it was just building up. It was destiny, the universe, God, fucking flying spaghetti monster, whatever you believe in, right? I like to think it's the God in me, which is also the God in you, which is the Y chromosome. Okay, it's a science joke for you boys. So I was out with him drinking, and I remember we were in a convenience store, and he's looking around, and he's wasted, and I'm wasted, and Cultivate Crypto's wasted, and he's like looking around, and he's like, John, I'm gonna steal a sandwich. And he fucking stole a sandwich. And oh my God, we went out to the street. Oh, I think that night, well, he went out with us on another night. It wasn't Cultivate Critters, the French guy was with us, but Cultivate Critters went out with us on another night as well. But yeah, it was fucking hilarious. And we had a good old time. We always had a good old time. But just, pulling me into a room, I guess he thought this was going to motivate me by talking shit to me. And it was only motivating me to do one thing. So I remember one day I just pulled him into a room and I was like, look, man, I can't do it anymore. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm out. He's like, you quitting? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, man, sorry. I got to tell you, I got to go. And then, he was like, all right, well, hold on. Let me just talk to some people. So, but I left that day and I went home. And then the next morning, he pulled me into the room again. He's like, what's going on? I want to help you, blah, blah, blah. We can make you a manager. We can give you more money, blah, blah, blah. And this new kid had come in, right? Guy from California, my favorite fucking place. This new little shit came in from California. And I had to tell him how to set up his computer, how to do this and this. And just dealing with his overall attitude and just dealing with his California smugness. And he was just like a typical Californian, just blah, 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 just talking shit, talking big, not delivering. I'm just like, oh my God, fucking kill me. I was like, this is my future as a manager, putting up with fucking little shits. No. So that's not a selling point. More salary. I'm a fucking gangster. I can make money anywhere. So that's not a selling point either. And he pulled me and he's like, we can do this, we can do that. Please stay. We want you to stay. I was like, no, I'm a real man. I said what I said. I'm out this bitch. Then he, the next day he came and he's like, hey, can I talk to you in another room? And I was like, sure. So I went to the big conference room and it was him. And then it was the top guy, the head of the company was in there by surprise. And he's like, hey man, heard you want to leave. He's like, listen, we like you. We want you to stay. But the top guy, the British guys, he's a real man too. And he was saying look, he's a gangster and I respect it. He's got to run his shit. He's got to do his hustle, whatever, got to do what you got to do. So he says, look, man, you should stay. We really think you should stay. And, but you got to give us an answer by tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. I was like, God damn, what a gorilla pimp. What a strong pimp hand. I like it. So I was like, you got it, boys. Let me think about it. In my mind, I was like, nope. I was just not doing it. I was not doing it. I was not fucking doing it. There was no way in hell I was doing it. And so then, then I, Valak says, fucking done, son. Let's see. I'm waiting. Let's see what happens. And, the next day came and a good friend of mine, a real gangster, this guy. When I talk about super alphas or not on the internet, this guy was a super alpha, ruthless pimp, ruthless game, fluent in Japanese, just an animal, bro. Animal, fucking animal. I remember when I first met him, I was talking so much shit to him, like, you old man, you got no game. And the guy was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, son of a bitch, how dare you? And, and then he called up his hottest girl and brought her. And I was like, God damn, your old asses can date this? And, he was like, yeah, that's right. And we ended up becoming really good friends. We're still friends to this day. He's like, guys, that's one of the real ones. And he pulled me aside. He's like, listen, dude, I think you're making a big mistake. You shouldn't quit. You should not quit. This is a great job. It's a great company. You can do, give me the whole spiel, right? God bless him. But I was just like, no. And the biggest thing with this too, during this whole time that I was at the corporation, I was putting modern life dating on the back burner. And I was just not, we got 38 viewers, man. What fucking great, dude. What awesomeness. I'm so happy. Thank you all for watching. This is a new all-time high. So then we you know, he was telling me, I don't think you should quit. You should stay. You should stay. And I was just like, nah, fuck this. I am out. They gave me my severance pay and I pieced. That was it. I was free. And I was like, oh, fucking relieved. So I was still floating on the Airbnb money, right? Living off of that. And decided to reward myself for being a real man. And to go on a vacation by myself, just to clear my mind, to the southern island of Japan named Okinawa. Place is fucking beautiful. And you can see, if you watch my video, Does Ignoring a Girl Work? You can see clips from that trip. Just go to my YouTube channel and click Does Ignoring a Girl Work? Spoiler alert, yes it does. And you can see my trip. I took a boat to a private island. Also, I went from one island to a private island, saw a beautiful beach, just laid down. I just had a fucking great time. It was fucking awesome, right? Valak, did you send the donation? I have yet to receive a notification. I don't know. Maybe my phone is messed up or I don't know. But anyways, love Okinawa, went in 2015. Yeah, bro, I fucking love Okinawa. And so this happened. So here I am in Okinawa, just living the dream. And the Canadian dollars. I got it. Okay. I have to approve this manually, but okay, we have gotten 5 Canadian dollars from the man, Mr. Valak. I will keep your name private, but thank you very much. Let me see, can I do this? I have to approve it from my website. Okay. I was stationed there in the Marines. That's cool. That roasted fish. What is that, Jimmy? What's roasted fish? I don't know. So anyways, I was there clearing my mind. And the biggest thing about that, one of the things that really killed my mind was like the fact that, oh yeah, baby, sex is sales, Khalil. Always. Good salesmen are usually good at games. Sex is sales. Sex is sales. Okay. The biggest thing that was also killing me, the French guy betrayed me. I was surrounded by normies. My health was taking a hit. I was constantly stressed out. And the corporate future just wasn't looking good. In addition to that, boss was talking shit. And I had forsaken my dream to get involved into modeling and acting. Oh, thank you very much, Valak. I'm very smart. I just want to let you know I'm a smart man. So then I have all these things, right? And then in addition to that, it was really killing me. If you take a look at my YouTube history, there was like a 9-month gap of when modern life dating took a serious hit. And I could not have the time to make videos. I was just too stressed out between everything going through. And that was really bothering me. I tried to let go of modern life dating. I just tried. I was like, you know what? I got to let go. This is just, I just like felt like it was just not worth this. The juice was not worth the squeeze, as the MGTOW say. And, but I couldn't let it go. Like something inside me just told me like, this is what you need to do. Maybe God, the universe, the God in me, which is the God in you, the Y chromosome, right? I just couldn't do it. And so I quit. And this was April of last year. So I went to Okinawa, had some Jesus time to myself, and, just had a typical solo trip. Just went every day to the beach, laid down, talked to a cool old guy in the taxi using only Japanese, bought a funny shirt, ate food, and just had a just a good old time. And during this time, Miss MLD is probably stalking right now because she stalks everything I do. She stalks my Instagram. She stalks my YouTube. She stalks my Twitter. She is a stalker. But it's good for the algorithm, right, sweetie? Mrs. MLD was, I'm not married, but she's basically Miss MLD. Miss MLD was very Miss MLD about it. She was very supportive and mad cool. hands down the most easiest low maintenance girlfriend I've ever had in my entire life. These days, I'm only looking for one thing: obedience, and she gives it to me. That's I'm a simple man. Lazy man game, boys. Lazy man game. Look at this mustache. Come on now. All right. She's probably watching me right now. I should call her on FaceTime. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. So I get back from Okinawa and I decide I pick up two little jobs, right? Two little jobs that are really just keep the lights on, right? Between the Airbnb, which is thriving, and these, I was fine, right? It's completely fine. And so during this time, I was just trying to get situated with MLD, and I started making videos again. Obviously, I made the Does Ignoring Girls Work from the real life situation where I ignored a girl on the boat, and she ended up approaching me. And I know it sounds crazy, but like 100% true. Like I ignored her, and she cold approached me after like about an hour of me ignoring her. Watch that video; it's a good video. You could see me flying down a like a hill, a giant hill in Okinawa on a fucking little ragtag bicycle that was like ready to fall apart. It was fun. It was a good time. I was looking real hot dude then. Got the pectoral injury now. Some of you guys know I have not been able to go full douchebag in the gym. Very, very out of my element. I mean, just look at this mustache and imagine if I was hulking massive man like I used to be. But I shall return. 2019 is the year of Hulk dude life. I'm not gonna get super jacked, but I'm gonna get, it's gonna be hot dude level for sure. So then, so then now I was so caught up with business with like MLD growing and working for these two companies. One of the companies is pretty big brand, big yellow bird. Won't say anything more. And things are good. And then at the end of the summer, I ended up going to Okinawa again with Miss MLD, who paid for a large portion of that trip. And, it was good. It was good. That's how you know you got real game, is when girls start dropping money on you. And Miss MLD is cool as fuck. We went everywhere. But, part of my manhood is just like, it really took a hit. And I was just like, God, this is so gay. I should be paying. I have too much pride as a man, guys. I got too much fucking pride to always have girl paying. So the fact that the trip was kind of on her dime, was eating me up, because I was still in the transitionary phase. In Japan, it takes like a month. They pay you once a month in Japan, and it was taking a month for the salaries to catch up. So summer was a little dry for me. It was a little thin because I just was going after what I wanted to, and then I got some interesting news. And here's where the plot really thickens. This is something else. So I get a call from my mom, and she tells me that she's in a hard spot financially and that we need to shut down the Airbnb and she needs to move in. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That thing is like a cash cow. That thing was like literally just printing money. I was so good at Airbnb. And it was fucking just a money printer. And she's like, I'm so sorry, but August 1st, I gotta move in. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like all the hard work I put into it, everything. And this again teaches me another business lesson. Always be in control. Always have leverage. If you don't own anything, you have no power. Okay? That's why we will say, Donovan says it all the time on his show. You never own a woman. It's just your turn. If you don't own anything outright, it's just your turn. Okay? You don't own your job at a corporation. You don't own anything. Pepe D's nuts. What a great username. Hello. So the Airbnb gets pulled out from under me out of fucking nowhere. 10-day notice. And I was just like, what the fuck? Are you joking me? So that was a huge KO to like everything that was going on. Alpha's mindset. I like that username. Frame is everything. It is. So I was like feeling sorry for Mama. So I was like, all right, Mom, whatever. Mom and I would have an up and down relationship. You know, she's not too mentally stable, as you guys know from the first couple of podcasts. You know her history. You know what's going on with her. And so I just decided I had to let it go. I was like, fuck, I lost that Airbnb. She killed it, man. She killed the golden goose. Killed the golden goose, right? Oh, man. That's right. The truth is light says, I'm trying to warn men about these honey bun baskets full of frozen foods, bitches. Frozen food is cancer. Told that to my boy, Cultivate Crypto today. Don't be eating that frozen food. If it's not ice cream, don't eat it. Frozen food is cancer. Don't eat that shit. Frozen food ain't worth shit. So, oh, hey, thank you, Eric. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Oh, what a cool username. Eric, you're going to go places, man. Just keep in touch with me. We're going to keep your coaching going. Eric is a really cool guy. Good kid. Good kid. A lot of potential. I'm going to make sure he uses it, or I'm going to make him crush under the pressure of me giving him shit for not doing it. So, even frozen veggies, ideally, fresh is best always, man. Fresh is always best. You know, youngins, that frozen food. Don't be doing that shit. Fresh is always best, man. Fresh, organic. So I give my call. I give my brother. I give him oh, BK. Well, you're gonna love this. So I give my brother a call in September. I love my brother. My brother's my best friend in the entire planet. My brother's the number one person I love on this planet. I will fucking, if someone messes with my brother, I would kill them and bury them, throw their body in the Everglades. Like, just don't fuck with family. I love my brother so much. He's younger than me. He's like, just such a good kid too. He's a really good kid. Good father. 26. He has 3 kids, married. Good kid. Very, very good kid. Got a good wife. Lucked out. Super lucked out. So I was talking to him, and he was like, just brought it up casually. He's like, yeah. He's like, you know, Mom's doing real good with her Airbnb. I was like, what? I was like, her Airbnb? I was like, Mom told me that she wanted to fucking move in because she was having tough financial times. And he was like, no, man, Mom, like, I helped. He's like, I helped her set up the Airbnb. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, what? And turns out, you guys know who's behind this, right? The George Soros of my life. Thomas was jealous yet again. And Thomas had manipulated my mom into taking over the Airbnb. Betrayed by my own mom. And I couldn't fucking believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was outraged. I just told my mom, I was like, just fucking go to hell. I can't believe you. Because they were in 2 years of financial hell. And I literally made that thing profitable from day one. Day one. But it's okay. And again, the reason I tell you guys this is not to feel sorry for me. It's just to give it to you straight. And how do you deal with narcissists? Ignore them. Just hardcore ignore. Watch my video. It does ignore people. Man, that Thomas guy is one hell of a scumbag. Yeah, but he has to live in hell by looking at his ugly face every morning in the mirror. And yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I had to deal with that. It sucked, but again, female solipsism even goes back to your mom, right? So that is just what I had to deal with. It really sucked. And this happened in September, and I told my mom, like, you got to divorce this guy, or I'm not talking to you. And I just don't talk to her. I have nothing to say. What am I going to say? Like, hey, thanks for betraying me. Thanks for that knife in my back. Really taught me a lesson. But hey, you know what? That's life. Again, that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, I have been dealt a bad deal in life, right? However, I'm still happy. I'm still breathing. I'm still a hot dude. Look at the majesty of this mustache, okay? And you guys saw me. Who the fuck can go on luxury vacations to the great state of Wyoming like me? I'm still happy, boys. My dick still works, okay? I am a good-looking man. I've got you guys. I am making another business from scratch because I am a fucking winner. And people like that are losers, okay? And I am just going to teach you everything that I've learned through my experience in life. And then we can push you together. This is day 6 of my show. Tell me, have you received some life-changing value? This is 0.00005% of what I have up here. So I'm okay. Did it upset me at the time? Fuck yeah, it upset me. Still upsets me once in a while to this day. But I'm a winner. And I will fucking overcome. There's no doubt about that. In psychology, they say the greatest indicator of future behavior is past behavior. I've been winning and overcoming and winning and overcoming my whole life. That's not going to stop anytime soon. So join me and let's win together. So that happened in middle of September. And then 2 weeks later, I was in the gym and I ripped my pectoral, right? I was doing some like body weight stuff and it definitely ripped my pectoral. It just fucking sucked. So let's see what we got. We got some people. Omar says women are women. They will shape reality in a convenient way. They don't have any sense of morality like us. BK from Rocky says, man, see, that's the shit that sets me off. You work hard to help people and they fuck it up by being on some pretty shit. Yeah. Valak says, aliens walk away from narcissists. They can't survive. True. Khalil says, no offense, but women aren't even loyal to their own children. They're only loyal to that alpha dick they're sucking. Well, Thomas ain't no alpha, but yeah, I agree with you on that. Omar says, hail the mustache. Thank you very much, Omar. Robert Allen, tremendous value at URG. Thank you. David Bands, that was an unexpected plot twist. Yeah, fucking tell me about it, bro. I have to live this shit. Are you joking me? And the biggest thing was I pulled up the Airbnb and my mom had taken out loans or something, but she renovated everything. Everything, like new kitchen, like it looks even better than when I was running it. And the biggest thing is like I bought stuff that it's like my stuff. Like I bought a brand new TV. I bought an Apple TV. I installed new rugs into the apartment. I tore out the downstairs bathroom, installed a new bathroom. I paid for a painting crew to come through and paint everything. New beds, new fucking what do you call it? New curtains, like everything. Gave that and when she sells the house, who's going to get the money from the benefit? Not me. My name's not on the title. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, yeah. Oh, Chris Allen, I didn't know you're here. I missed your comment. Welcome. Yeah, no, and this is not to make you guys feel sorry for me. Again, I'm just telling you, this is exactly what fucking happened. And I got to deal with it, right? So, and that's what it is. But ripped the pec in October. Couldn't really go to the gym. Couldn't do any of that good stuff. And yeah. So then I noticed that that was a hot pitch. Thank you. Not sure what I was pitching, but thank you. But yeah, so the good thing is that around this time, I noticed the Red Man Group. And when I was watching, I saw this black dude wearing an Atlanta Falcons hat. And this guy was just like dropping some truth hammers. I was like, who the fuck is that black guy? And I wrote in the chat, like, who's that black guy? And they're like, Donovan replied to me. It was Donovan. He's like, oh, I'm Donovan. It's me. And I was just listening to him. And I was like, this motherfucker really knows game. This guy is the fucking truth, man. Guys, if I have to stand by anybody who has like, if like the Yakuza came in here and they're like, Jonathan, we're going to fucking cut your goddamn hands off unless you choose one man from the red man group to go out and have sex with a girl as soon as possible. You've got 72 hours. My money is on Donovan every single time. Every single time. Donovan has the, like, it's unreal because when we were talking about the body language thing, he was talking about shit that I knew and he knew, and like that most people didn't know. So I just, like, I can say 100% he is so fucking legit. Check out his show tonight as well. Catch me in the mornings, catch him his night, and make yourself a better man. Donovan was a fat fucker too, man. Donovan was like 300 pounds and he lost it all, and he's like jacked as fuck now. Bigger than me. Rico Max says, same with my grandmother that raised me, but I don't talk to her at all. Once she crossed the line, I had to cut her off. Yeah, it's sad, but you just got to cut some people off in life, man. BK from Rocky says, straight reality from MLD. People need to hear stories like yours and Donovan so they can accept reality and start taking the red pill. Yep. Christian Gonzalez says, feels, bro. I have backstabbing family. Yep. And then Alpha is a mice says, becoming a Patreon of his has definitely taken my game to the next level with all his podcasts. Awesome. Omar says, Jonathan, do you think somehow this skill is related to testosterone level? Because those guys are doing good, also have very proactive hard work. Well, Donovan, I have tested my testosterone level, but Donovan, it's not. Donovan is good at talking. Okay, just like Donovan was an excellent salesman, and hello, I'm an excellent salesman as well. Omar, it is all about practice. Picking up is just the beginning. When you can control and make girls do what you say and have the ability to walk away and know confidently you can get other ones, that is a big part of game right there. That, and yeah, right there, practice makes perfect is spot on, man. And there's psychology, there's science behind that. You're firing synapses in your brain when you do these things. And the more you do these actions, the more you fire these synapses, the more connected these areas of your brain become, and the faster they travel, the impulses of action, that is electricity, travel through these synapses, and then it actually rewires you. The more you do it, the more, like, the better you get at it, and then eventually it becomes subconscious, right? Presence too, they can sense it. Yeah, small wins make big wins. Yep, just keep those small wins, boys. Wasted John is spot on. I was watching a couple of minutes behind, but I was saying the win together thing was a cool pitch. I know, it's just true. It's not even a fucking pitch. Like, every guy that I've coached, every guy, like, this chat is like filled with guys who have coached. I've met guys face to face in Tokyo, and I deliver. I know what I'm doing. And I've been through hell, and I know what to do and what not to do. So if you listen, you will change for the better. I coach Omar, and Omar had some fucking super hot French girl he was showing me. So yeah, it's just life right there. So the good thing is, Alien says it's about leverage. The main thing women are looking for is how many women you are already with. No, not at all. John Shore says the T-injected alpha player who gamed my wife was also a scumbag salesman. Yeah, there you go, right there, from the horse's mouth. So okay, so my battery's at 13%. I'm wondering if this laptop's gonna die soon. I want to keep going though. I want to finish up. So give me one in the chat if you want me to keep going. I got like 13% of battery. I'd have to get up and get my charger, but I want to catch up to where I am right now and give you guys the future. And then tomorrow, we're going to talk about the Gillette commercial. And you know what Gillette commercial I'm talking about. I know it may be old, but we are going to break that commercial down, and I'm going to show you everything that's in there. Lion says, get your charger. All right. All right. I'm going to do it. Got to widen your synaptic tunnels like bitches widen their snatches. Plug that shit in. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me go get the charger. It's just right over here. I just gotta grab it real quick. 1 second. All right. I didn't take off his headset. 1 second. Give me like 2 seconds. I'll be done. No, I think that'll work. Ooh, gotta slide in. It's a little narrow here. Alrighty, here we go. Okay. Alrighty, we are back. All right, looks like the chat is on fire. Let me catch up here. John Walker says, have you seen the Planet Fitness commercials? No. Omar, I threw my Gillettes. Won't ever give them a single euro. Good. Valak Trophy Dolphin. Is that fitness center that has the idiotic lunk alarm garbage? Yes, Valak, that is true. Mr. Red Modern Lifestyle says, yes, there is a deeper agenda behind Gillette. Valak says, I've seen some videos on YouTube about that place. God damn, it's R-E-T-A-R-D-E-D. Retarded. Those fuckers would never get money from me. Yep. Their line is, well, we're not a gym, we're Planet Fitness. Oh, gosh. John Shore says, Johnny Walker. Yeah, that's on the Roosh podcast. Yeah. Johnny Walker has some Fem BS advert too. Boys, this year, social engineering will hit the roof. Omar, it's true, but they're rushing it. They're rushing it. And I think men are waking up. They censor Alex Jones. They try to censor everybody. But guess what? They censor people like that. And then I pop up. And there's other people like me. And human consciousness is gaining on these fuckers. You will see. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a push, but they're getting desperate. Whoever it is running this agenda is getting desperate. And when you get desperate, you start making a little bit more risky moves. And that's when you get caught. I feel they can't wait to shape our brains. They ain't shaping my brain, Omar. Valak says, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, gets duck. Maybe they want feminists to shave. Oof, break out the chainsaw. I saw some purple-haired feminist the other day in Tokyo. Huge ham. Her boyfriend, fat guy, looks soy, wearing pink socks. I was like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Davidic reptiles, baby. They're starting to lose their grip on society. They know it and are attempting to get ahead of things by doubling down hard. Absolutely. What happened to Planet Fitness? I go there. No, Planet Fitness is okay. If you're like on a budget and you need to get in shape, Planet Fitness is okay. Fucking weebos. Okay. So where did I leave off? Okay. So then I saw Donovan Sharp. And so I like this is when the Red Man group was still like young. And so I was like, I would always call in and be like, just basically verify what they were saying and what was going on in Japan. Donovan was mad cool. And then Donovan invited me to go on his show. And then I was on his show and I got huge feedback. A lot of you guys know me here from Donovan's show. And then, you know, then from there, I got massive feedback. And then from that feedback, they invited me to go on the Red Man group because Christian McQueen, scumbag salesman, scumbag scam artist, don't trust the cat club. Christian McQueen could not, there's the ricer again. Christian McQueen could not make it, and they gave me a call, and I was on it. I think it was like Red Man Group number 32. And then from there, I got so much feedback. I got so many dudes following me on Instagram, so many dudes hitting me up for consultations. I was just like, whoa, are people really lacking this much knowledge? I couldn't believe it. And then I was such a hit that they had me come back again. And now I've been on the Redman group like multiple times. And then I went back on Donovan's show and people asked me, you know, for body language stuff. You guys know I did the Tinder algorithm special on Donovan's show as well. And it was just unbelievable. The exception, the reception I had. I was truly, truly so happy. So now here we are at the end of January. And yeah, and that's what we're going to do. Winston Wolf says, I'm surprised you don't have many subscribers now. Being familiar with you since you were calling in on RMG and TSR. Thank you very much. John Shore, you just have to look it up. I don't know what number it is. Maybe one of the guys in chat can tell you, but it's like, I think the title's like Tinder and Modern Life Dating. Wasted John says, I always had a weird vibe from CMQ, but hey, a sucker is born every minute. I will say that CMQ is definitely alpha, and he's definitely good with women, but he's also like a scumbag salesman. Like there's something very scummy, shady about him. He said some stuff about China and their social engineering and their social ranking system of all their civilians. And he was just basically using scare tactics, telling guys like, you're not going to be able to get a job soon. Like corporate America is closing in on men. And I was just like, oh my God. And he was saying all this shit about Chinese government, Chinese authorities. That was all like literally 100% true. Or excuse me, 100% false. 100% false, not true. And yeah, I always had like and for some reason he blocked me on Twitter. I don't know why. He doesn't block me on Instagram, but yeah, it was just yeah. And I just don't like guys who scam other guys. I just don't like it. I fucking hate those people, and you're not going to change my opinion on that at all. Let's read some more comments. Using Jonathan's latest email on Tinder Game and just raised the buying temp with this girl from simmering to boiling in a mechanical manner. Good. Khalil says, don't scare me like that. Trophy Dolphin, I was ready to drop them. Winston says, it's Patreon. I think it might be there for the bottom tier. Yeah. Jason J says, Bic and Chic raises are all under the same umbrella of blue pill corporations against masculinity. They go for small independent companies. Yeah. Dollar Shave Club. Yeah, it's definitely behind the paywall, BK. It is definitely behind the paywall. So that's it, guys. That's the origin story. Now I am here. You guys follow me on Instagram. You saw me. Despite all this, shit that I went through, I'm still staying positive. And that's the only. I mean, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna like sit down in that corner over there and cry? What? That's not what men do, right? You have to keep fighting. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep going for what you want in life. You know what the scariest thing about life is if you work hard and you're disciplined and consistent, your dreams will come true. You might freak out, you might have worries here and there, but if you stay hard, stay the course, stay educated, get a mentor, get educated from materials on the internet or whatever, network with people in the area that you want to excel in, you will succeed. It will happen. There's nothing feeling, there's no feelings associated with it. It's just logic. It's the law of cause and effect. Keep depositing effort and time in the area you want to be great at, and you will succeed. It's that simple. And I've got plenty of tricks up my sleeve, boys. I've got more coming. This show has been such a crazy success already for me. I was expecting 6 people. I got tons of feedback from you guys. Let me ask you guys that are just joining now. I did a poll earlier. Give me a 3 in the chat if you would be okay with me being on the air 6 or 7 days a week. Would you watch? Give me a 3 if you would watch 6 or 7 days a week. And 1 3 already. Got 3 threes. Balak, Winston, Wolf. All right. So threes are in the chat. So yeah. So I'm going to consider it. I'm going to literally try to get this call thing set up. Like, I got to go to bed. I got to wake up in about 6 hours and 30 minutes. But we got threes in the chat, and I want to be able to, yeah, I'm sorry, BK. Just it's just a time zone thing. But right now you can catch them all on replay as well, which is good, for free. Eventually, I will have to go the Patreon route. Just be honest. Winston Wolf, what a G. Episode 355, how to get 60 matches on Tinder in a half hour with Modern Life Dating, Donovan and Jonathan. All right, so yeah, I'll start looking at my schedule for 6 to 7 days a week. I have some exciting news. I'm going to be going on a little trip and go see Miss MLD, and I'll be staying in a very traditional Japanese home. So Thursday morning, I cannot do a show because I'm going to be in transport. So Friday morning, I'll be back. I might do a random show. I'm not sure. I'm just going to look at the time zones, but I will be traveling, so I cannot do a show Thursday morning for you folks. I could possibly do one. No, I couldn't. I'm slammed that day as well. Yeah, I'm just slammed that day. I think we're just gonna have to as much as I'd hate to do it, I'm not. But I am taking my equipment to Hearst Place, and there's a lot of traditional Japanese stuff. So you'll see traditional Japanese setup, beautiful Japanese dolls and Japanese ornaments in the background. So I will be broadcasting from a remote location, but I'm here to stay. I am here to stay. I will be doing this. And that's it, man. So thank you guys so much for listening to me. Do not feel sorry for me. Do not at all. Just know, if you look at my situation and you think, God damn, that guy's situation sucks, your situation could be better than mine, then you can do what I've done. I'll be glad to let you know that now I'm 100% pursuing the modeling and acting as well in Tokyo. So I'll be hopefully on Japanese TV this year. And, the greatest success is massive, massive, massive. Oh, the other way around. The greatest revenge is massive success. So I am now pursuing the modeling and acting in Tokyo. I want to be on some TV shows. I'd like to ideally have my own little TV show going. Also launching, I do already have the Twitch channel. I don't know if you guys are gamers, but I do stream on Twitch. I'm going to create a schedule for there as well. But I'm going like balls to the wall online at the ripe age of 33. Fuck it. I will gladly pursue my dreams. So that's what I want now. And just do the live radio show here. And then also do Twitch and then modeling and acting. What games? Soul Calibur 6. I smoke Cultivate Crypto in Madden pretty hard. And I'm 2-0 versus him. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And let's see. Soul Calibur, John. Soul Calibur 6. I will wipe the floor with you, sir. Post a Twitch link. Just search. I think it's Twitch. Let me see. I don't know exactly. I think it's www.twitch.tv/modern life. That's 2 B's. I think that should be it. If it went from MLD, I wouldn't have lost almost 30 pounds. Thank you, Chris. Chris is a good guy, man. I'm also going to be coming out with a weight loss program and course this year completely for free. I'm just going to give it away. I'm going to show you guys, because I got fat and I lost it all. I'm going to show you how to lose weight. The way I did it is a very methodical approach, and it definitely works. If you're looking to cut a few pounds or whatnot, 100% for free. As long as you're not doing the body painting on Twitch. I would gladly paint a woman. I would paint her body with my hands. Just dip my hand in some paint, and I would only paint her breast and maybe her face. Just like mark my territory. Just put like a big MLD on her face. That'd be fun, right? So yeah, that's gonna do it. So stay in tune. Stay with me. Stay on this adventure, and be sure to check me out on Instagram. Instagram.com/modern life dating, @modern life dating on Instagram. Again, if you find this show to be of value, go to streamlabs.com/modern life dating channel. You can pay the PayPal or your credit card. It is 100% safe. All transactions will go towards getting the call system hooked up this week, ideally. I'm going to do a little research before I go to bed here. And we'll have the call in, and then I'll be able to help more people. And you guys will be able to see, some of these questions will come up, and you will see my level of competence, and hopefully I can gain your trust, and we can take this to the next level. But until then, I will see you tomorrow, where we will be talking about the Gillette commercial. Omar says, Jonathan, can you talk in a video later about the feeling of entitlement of being worthy? I think this is a key element of a good mindset. Let me just tell you some pimp shit, okay? Society tells you, this is my closing remarks, and I'm going to go, okay? I'll pay you in drinks this July, Jonathan. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take you to a nice place. But the drinks are $15 a pop, but you only need to drink like 2 or 3, and then you're smashed. But this place is craft cocktails, like made by like professional Japanese, and boy, oh boy, they are amazing. I almost got in a fight in there, so hopefully they let us in. But I know many places we can go. Just don't be a weirdo, hopefully. Omar, real quick, you said, can you talk about in a video later about the feeling of entitlement or being worthy? Society tells you to be humble. Society tells you to put everybody before you. Society tells you, don't be prideful. Don't think you're better than people. Don't judge people. Who the fuck is telling us this shit? I meet people, and everywhere I go, I talk to people. I look them in the eye, and I think to myself, this person is fucking stupid. I meet people, and if they don't live a life according to my standards, what I think is successful, I judge them. I judge them harshly. Of course, to myself, silently, secretly. But in my mind, I think to myself, man, oh man, you're a fucking moron. There's an old line from a pimp, Omar. Omar, I want you to really pay attention to me, because you and I had this consultation, and Omar, I really like you. You're sincere. You're a good man. You really are. I'm not just saying this to kiss your ass or whatever. You are. I talked to you. We've had our chat. You got to look in the mirror, and usually this worthiness, because, I went through hell, and I meet these people with rich parents, trust funds, infinite amounts of money, infinite amounts of access to resources that can excel them to the new heights, and they don't use it. They don't use any of it. And I look at these people, and I just think you're a waste of a human. You're a waste of potential. We could be pushing the human race forward, but instead you're wallowing in self-pity. And to me, that's disgusting. I just don't like it. I don't like people that aren't pushing. I don't like people that aren't growing. I don't like people that don't want to do anything with their lives. It's just not my thing. There's a line from a pimp, and he says, all that I do not see in this mirror are beneath me. Because one thing I've learned personally in this life, the only person I can really rely on is myself. I have stories of betrayal. I have stories of letdown. I have stories of failures. And I also have stories of success. The one common factor is me. So that's what I would say, Omar, is definitely just start thinking higher of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's be honest. Let's be very, very honest. Okay. I'm very realistic about my looks, right? I would say when I'm jacked, I'd give myself a hard 7, right? Right now, I'm sitting teetering between 6.5. The fact that I'm foreign here gives me points. But my personality is, in my opinion, 9, right? Because I'm driven, I want to go places. And once all my ducks line up, I will accomplish my goals. And I will be where I want to be financially as well. And then it's just hitting home runs on easy mode. I love myself and I think highly of myself. I think that what I've overcome in life, most people would succumb to drug use or suicide or depression or pharmaceutical drugs or, just taking like fucking what are those depression pills called? I don't even know what they're fucking called. Like whatever I don't even know what depression drugs are, but people take that shit. And that shit is bad for you. Shit is cancer. It's fucking terrible for you. It's all part of an agenda just to keep you hooked. I know that I could have easily given up many times, but I did not. And when I see people giving up under easier circumstances, if they're not trying and they're giving up, I look down on them. And that's how I see myself worthy. I have so much experience. I've met so many people in my life. I work in the nightclubs. I was in the restaurant industry. So you meet a lot of people there. Taxi industry. I've traveled the world. And I just meet a lot of people are just dumb. Don't care. Happy to be blue pill. Blissfully ignorant and blissfully uneducated. And that's why I'm rising to the top. Slowly but surely, and it may sound like this is like a dick move or sounds like a douchebag thing, and that's okay. It is what it is. You guys can think whatever you want. So that's me. So Omar, just hold yourself in higher esteem. Think better, more higher of yourself. Find flaws in people and then find superiority in yourself. And then that'll help your mindset a lot. I'm going to read some comments. I'm going to go. Wasted John says, you being here right now makes you better than 90% of all the soy boys out there. Remember that, gentlemen. 100% true. Alpha is a mindset says, be selfish, mental point of origin. Mental point of origin just means do what you want to do, always. Alex says, we are judgmental beings. It is part of our nature to judge things in general. And it is how we make distinctions between good and bad, moral or immoral, useful or not. I fully embraced it being a judge. Valak, they just came out with some AI in China that proves the way you look is actually an indicator of how you'll behave. So those people who said physiognomy is not real are eating a whole lot of crow right now. Rico Max says Zoloft. Yeah, that's a depression drug. John Shore says, heard David Goggins' story. Yes, I have. Can't hurt me recommend it. David Goggins is a fucking crazy guy. That guy's a savage. I feel like that guy fucks a lot of girls. I feel like he's just an animal. Valak says, thing that is until the blue pill makes them puke due to getting screwed over. Yep, it is what it is. You're here because you're not blue pill. So be happy. Omar says, got it. Thanks. John Shore hits me with the thumbs up. And I'll hit you guys with the thumbs up. Thank you for watching. And that's going to do it for episode number 6 of Interview with a Man. Origin Story, Part 6, Tokyo. I'm here now. Call every hoe you know. So let's get this thing going. Tomorrow we're going to do Gillette. So thank you guys all for coming. Thank you all for watching. I am going to bed. And remember, the last day of February. Real time, going to send you chat screenshots on DM. Okay. Just keep in mind that end of February body language course is coming out. And there's limited access to this because we're doing private coaching, private seminars. So not everybody's going to get in. So there is limited access. It's going to be open for this Q1, and then Q2, it'll be open again. And then Q3, maybe. We'll see what happens. But I'm expecting a home run. It's going to be legit a solid program. So get in now. get on the email list. The emails start on February 1st, and then the countdown to the 28th, which is the launch. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you tomorrow here at YouTube, 8 a.m. Eastern. Early bird for all the winners. And you guys have a great day. Get out there, kill it. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Damien, price is $297.